Hey, 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 this is Love Queen. Let's chat, y'all. And I am having the pleasure to be talking with Karen. Yes, and we just listening to a little music, and I'm about to just let y'all hear this for a few minutes. And me and Miss Karen is gonna tell y'all some nice things. Y'all just listen. Yes, the music. Let it just marinate just a little bit. Just a little. I am just grateful to have the opportunity to talk with Miss Karen on the line.
Hi, Nicole. Such a
Hi.
pleasure to be here.
Yes, it is very much so. So can you tell the people about you?
Yeah, my name is Karen Berlin, and we just produced a wonderful album with Brazilian musicians and musicians from Arizona during the COVID times. Long distance, international, safe, antiviral. And I'm so honored that Nicole, that you listened to it and invited me to talk about this project here. It's
Yes.
been such a dream come true for me to be able to do this.
That is what's up. That's nice. That is a great opportunity. So
Yeah,
what's
it was when last year when everything shut down, the COVID shut down. It was just awful, especially for all musicians being stuck at home, being sent home, no gigs anymore, no income. So I jumped on this opportunity to meet Ike Ramalho, a Brazilian musician, and he has his production company here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And so we decided to record some songs. And we ended up recording a full album because
nice?
it was so much fun. Yeah.
That is nice. That is really nice. So what's something you're proud of?
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a dream come true. When you dream all your life to be able to do this at some stage in your life, and it happens during these very difficult times, that you can finally do it. It was just what I say, as I said before, it is a dream come true.
Yes. Yes, that is one word and all, a dream come true. That is a great way to put it all in one way. And indeed. So what got you into music?
As a child, I mean, I grew up in a family where music and music education was valued very highly. I learned to play instruments and sing, and my music training. I was born in Berlin and I
Okay.
grew up in Germany.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
now in Scottsdale, Arizona for 20 years. I came to the US for love and got married here, and I love it
Oh,
very much. And yeah, but my music training at home, I learned to play the piano, the flute, the guitar, the bass. I was
nice.
playing the bass in a symphony orchestra for a while. But my family also wanted me to have a professional education, and so music was always a hobby on the side. You know,
Oh, okay.
I had a medical profession. I worked in the medical field for a long, long time, and yeah, and music was always on the side.
That is a lot of nice skills to have, like all that and all them instruments that you know how to play, and also the voice, like having all that with your background. That is wonderful. And then not only are you a musician and an artist and everything, you have a medical background, as you were saying. Am I correct?
Yeah, yeah. I
That
was
is that
trained,
is
yeah, as
that
a neuropsychologist. So I went into brain research and the rehabilitation of brain injury. So I worked a long time with people who suffered brain injury and recovered from that and help them. I worked in early stages with coma patients all the way to the end where they went back to work. So rehabilitation in all different stages. And yeah, that was my profession. And that profession also enabled me to have the money to actually be able to produce and to record an album like that.
Wow.
The album Passionate is done with 12 excellent musicians, 4 in Scottsdale, Arizona, and 8 in Curitiba, Brazil.
Nice.
And and it costs a little bit to be able to do that. And so my profession in a way enabled me to do what I'm doing right now, to actually record the music and get it out there.
Yeah, that is nice. So, like, what is your creative process like? Like, the creativity about you and all that. Like,
well, it is. Yeah, I mean, this is creativity. Is for me. It is always there, and it comes out at certain moments. You know, where you say like, okay, now you have that idea. Now you have that inspiration of what you want to do, and it happens with music. I mean, it was always there. The songs that I sing are cover songs. You know, it's a tribute to Tom Jobim. So it happens that I listen to the music, and there's also this idea to record a version by myself, you know, to create an arrangement. And that's what we did. You know, we did traditional takes on the songs, but we also gave some songs a new feel to it. So there's also not only the traditional bossa nova or samba from Brazil, there's also funk and pop and bolero type of things, you know. So it's a quite
genre.
Right? Yeah, all genre, and make it a really nice, interesting mix. Yeah,
that's nice.
Now, also with the languages, you know, I speak several languages, so we included French, English, and the original Brazilian Portuguese on the album. So
that is nice. That is a, like, you are multi-talented. Hey? Okay.
Yeah, that's a blessing. Got a lot of curse sometimes.
That can be, because then you have everybody looking like, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do it this way? Yes. Or you always probably like trying to figure out different ways to do different things. Like, I want to do this, and okay, wait, I have to do this and do it that way. Understand? Yes. So
yeah, so right. To do different things, I want to do too many different things, and to be really good at one thing. That's the thing. I think that's so many other people are really, really good at doing one thing excellent to an excellent level, right? So for someone like me who is so, you know, does so many different things and can do so many different things, that's it's a different take.
Yes. So what advice would you give someone who is listening?
What do you mean exactly? Advice?
Like, what kind of message would you give to your fans? Like, if you wanted to give them a message, or tell them, like, if they wanted to follow in your footsteps for music, or...
Well, for me, life taught me different lessons. And it taught me that I was very sad that I couldn't make music my professional career when I was younger. But it happened now that I'm able now to do it. So I give the advice that sometimes it's not possible to push through with what you want to do. And if it doesn't happen, then maybe just wait for it. It evolves later in your life at a better time, at a different time. And the path just unfolds. I mean, it was just by chance, really by chance. It was like a miracle that I got to know Ike Ramalho here, the Brazilian guitarist and producer here in Scottsdale. Very funny that a German jazz singer meets a Brazilian guitarist and producer in Arizona. And then there comes the opportunity to record my dream album.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so my message really is, sometimes when you try things in life and it doesn't really happen, So maybe later, it will evolve at some different time, and then
Yes.
you can do it.
Yes. Don't just give up, basically. Yes. So,
Yeah.
where can our listeners connect with you online? Like, can listen to your music if they want to ask you something, or if they just want to hear all, like, where can they find your music at?
Yeah, so check out Karen Berlin Music. If you want to listen to samples of the music or learn more about the album, how it was produced and done, you'll find all the little videos and information on my Facebook page and also on Instagram, Karen Berlin Music on Instagram. Also, a YouTube channel, Karen Berlin Music. If you sign up for the YouTube channel, then you'll get access to all the new songs that we're producing right now. So, after the album, we produced a New Year's Eve song. What Are You Doing New Year's Eve? That's a famous jazz standard. That's on the channel. And the new one that's coming out next week is also a song that's almost 90 years old now. It's called The Very Thought of You.
Mm.
So, very famous jazz standard. And we gave it a new funky pop feel.
Hey. A new pump. Yes. Funky. Yes. Who don't like funky?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I love to do. These all jazz standards. They are my passion, jazz, and
Jazz is
they
great
are.
music.
Yeah, I mean, it's a part of the history of this country, really, this nation, and I love it so much. And all these jazz songs were composed in the 20s and 30s of the last century, so they're turning almost 100 very soon. So it's nice to actually revive them and give them with the new music, and the younger musicians give them the new feel and honor them, and yeah, keep them alive.
Yes. To me, it's just it lives throughout the people. Just long as you keep playing it, everything, like, let people share it with others, even the little ones, because they grow up to love it also, and then they'll play it, and then their generation to play it, and then that next generation to play it. So then it keeps living through everyone if everybody keeps playing it. So
Yes,
that's a great
absolutely
thing.
right,
Yes.
Nicole. And then
Yes.
that's also your podcast, and everything helps so much to get people to learn about it and be able to listen to it, and
Yes,
I'm so
because
thankful that you do that.
I'm thankful that you have a beautiful voice and you love music. And this is basically like my podcast is created to just shine light on other people, whether you are already in that light or wanted to come back in the light, or just a little bit of everything, from poetry to telling us about their business, if they just want to come and talk to me, to playing music, talking about music, because I love music. Music is in my blood. Like, my kids, they dance. I grew up dancing. I love music. Like, it's different. I love everything, like from country,
Yeah,
jazz, all of it. So I believe music is in everybody. It's just everybody has their favorites. I just love it all. If it
yeah.
sings to me, I rock to it.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. It's the same for me. I love all genres, all types of music. And I grew up classical training. As I said, I played in symphony orchestras, and then you go through these stages in life, from the folk music to the pop music to rock. to all
Yes.
these different genres that and jazz has always been. My parents played jazz at home. I grew up with. Yeah, I have to mention this now here. I mean, I grew up with every Sunday. My parents played this song, and it's still my favorite, even though the world is difficult and everything. I always go back to this song that I grew up with. It's Satchmo,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just, I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. Oh, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I always go back to that song.
Yes, that got me over here like, okay, okay, like, woo! I love that song.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, yes, that song is beautiful. It
Oh, it
is,
is. In
and you
every
just,
way you sing it,
yes,
slow or faster or whatever.
yes,
Um, it's
you
so
you have a
nice
beautiful
because,
voice.
oh, thank you,
Nothing, yeah,
Nico.
you really
It
do,
is,
yeah.
it is like go back to the simple things. If life gets too complicated and too difficult,
Mm.
let's go back to the simple things. And it is the blue sky, the red roses, the blooming, the trees of green. And if you connect with all that, the world is always beautiful. Yeah, no matter
Yes.
what happens, to
Yes,
us.
I love the sky. That's the sky. The blue sky is my favorite color. I love blue, but the sky
Me
blue
too.
is like my favorite color. Like when I was little, I used to look up in the sky. You know how after the rain, or if a storm is coming and you look up, and I don't know if everybody done this or not, but or if they ever seen it, but the clouds used to make like different shapes. And to me when I was little, I used to see things in the sky with the clouds and looking up, even when it's blue sometimes and you have the sun shining and you're just laying back on the grass looking up in the
Yeah,
sky.
yeah,
So beautiful,
exactly. It
just
is.
beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. I'm absolutely for it. That's exactly. I'm very connected to nature. Here in
Yes.
Arizona, my husband loves horses, so we have horses, and
Oh, I
then
love
I'm,
horses.
yeah, and then I'm out there in the desert, in the Sonoran Desert, riding my horse in the sunset, and sometimes the moon comes over the mountains, when the sun sets and the moon comes up, and this time is a very ah it's a very emotional, very beautiful time where you think like, okay,
Yes.
yeah, it is.
Horses, horses.
Yeah.
Now see, now you distracted me a little bit. I love horses. Like that is my big thing. Like I love horses. Like I look like it's the next thing besides I like piano. Even though I'm not
Mm,
good at playing it, but I played it a little bit when I was younger, and then I got taken out of the class. But I still love it. Like I love that and the guitar. And then my husband, he plays guitar. My youngest,
mm-hmm.
he loves guitar a little bit, and my oldest does too. They both dance. One is a gamer, but there's nothing
Yeah.
like a horse. Again, go back to the horse and the nature of all of that. Like it represents peace. Like, ugh. I still
Yeah.
remember the horse that came on across my shoulder when I was taking a selfie. And I
Mm.
almost just fell out because I was like, this horse just was next to me, y'all. Like, oh my God. I'm like, I was really like almost like meeting somebody real big famous, and almost like, or somebody going for candy. I was excited because I wasn't expecting it to lay his, like, her, I don't even remember if it was a boy or a girl, but she just came right on my shoulder while I was
Uh-huh.
taking a selfie. I was a little bit away. She made sure she got in the picture. Like it was a beautiful. Horses are amazing. Like you can talk to them, but
Yeah.
I'm not. That could be a whole nother segment. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna take the shine away from what we're on here for, you guys. And my next thing is, if Karen, if you don't have anything else to tell the people, I would love to ask you to bless us with one of your songs, or you sing a little bit more, or any of that would be great.
On my album, I have a song that's also very nice, not so famous, but it's my tribute to Astro Gilberto.
Okay.
Astro Gilberto, she was the one who sang the Jobim songs in English because she was speaking English at the time, and um, she translated that song from the Brazilian Portuguese into English, and that's why I included her in the album because those lyrics are just very beautiful. It's a beautiful song. Yeah, it's called I'm Nothing Without You.
Mm.
I know as well as you know That's the way it's meant to be. This song we didn't choose. The self is stronger far than we. I know as well as you know, even though we are apart, the ocean that divides us doesn't change what's in our hearts. That's why I need to tell you, don't be lonely, don't be blue, 'cause every step I take will only take me back to you. There is more to it, a second verse, but it's a beautiful song, especially in these times where we're lonely, separated from people that we love. And it's the original is beautiful. The original Portuguese song is very beautiful, but I think Astrid Gilberto, she wrote incredible English lyrics. And that's why I put that song on that album.
I love it. It is beautiful. Your voice is beautiful. Like,
thank you,
Nicole. I mean, I am, like I said, I am greatly appreciated to have this opportunity to even be able to interview you and your beautiful voice. And I mean, the people, y'all heard it on Love Queen Let's Chat. I mean, you need to go check Miss Karen out, y'all. On all the platforms.
Yeah.
Like that song is so wonderful. Like, that is, and thank you for singing that, because like you said, it does, people need it right now. Music is a good way to be when you're going through something, or if you're down, or if you just want to be happy, or whatever mood you in. Music is always a good way to listen to it. It sings to your heart.
Yes, it is absolutely like that. I always, in different stages in my life with different experiences, I have always one song that helped me tremendously. And I have to admit that this song, being separated from my family in Europe, not being able to travel, just talking to them on FaceTime, and just checking all the time that they are well. It is difficult. It is not easy, and that song expresses exactly that feeling. So don't worry, we'll be together again, and because I'm nothing without you. You're not complete without me, and I'm nothing without you. So that's the yin yang.
Yes, I know about that yin yang. Yes. Yes. That is that. There's no other way to put it. I don't, and like I say, you guys, this is Love Queen Let's Chat. I am so honored to have Karen on my podcast talking about her music and upcoming music that'll be coming up. And if you guys want to find out any more information, listen to this podcast, y'all, on Spotify, on every different link that will be at the bottom. If you want to know more, like, she's on Facebook, she's on Instagram, and not only that, we're on my podcast it will be played on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, Overcast, Castbox, and more. Anything else to say, Miss Karen, that you want to tell the people before we are out of here?
Yeah, I want to thank all the listeners of Love Queen Let's Chat, of course. And I need to say thank you to everyone who's on the album and made it possible. Musicians I haven't met who are in Brazil, and they are extraordinary people who made their contribution to produce an incredible album. It's beautiful. It's a dream come true, and it wouldn't have happened with Ike Ramalho, Nando Di Castro, these two people, friends who made it all possible. But there are so many other, I could list all the musicians now, which would be too long, but everyone knows. I love you guys. You're awesome that you joined me and made this album work.
That's nice to thank all your people. Yes, y'all, she's thanking everyone on
very
the
grateful.
Yes. And it is everyone. Beautiful. Yes.
Friends, family, listeners, Nicole, you're the best.
Thank you.
And your listeners, and thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So this is Love Queen. Let's chat. I was having the opportunity to talk with Karen and about her journey with the music and everything. And I'm going to play us out. Hopefully you can dance a little bit to this music. And then we are out of here, y'all. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain, y'all. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money, y'all, from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Go to Anchor, ANCHOR.FM to get started. It's purple. Let's go. I'm on there, you guys. Let's do this. Download Anchor. It is great. You won't regret it. And it's free. Yes, the music is everything, y'all. And again, Love Queen, let's chat. And thank you, Miss Karen.